Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this Friday Empowerment Zoom meeting. And today we have invited our VIP guest, Mr. and Mrs. Mojela, 8-star consultant from Johannesburg branch, South Africa. When I talked to Mr. Glory and also Madame Nearness Moyle about the outstanding performers of South Africa. Both of them recommend this amazing couple to us. So I think you are using the account number Frans, right? First, let me set you as a co-host. Hi, Madame Nearness, how are you? Okay, I see you're using the account number Frans. So first, let me set you as a co-host. Hello, Mr. Frans Mojela and Mrs. Lillian Mojela. How are you? Please unmute yourself so we can. Oh, good.
Okay.
Very good. Excellent. Now let me start sharing the PPT for you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Okay. Just give me one moment. All right. Now you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Mojela. We're very excited to learn from your inspiring journey in Greenworld. When I received the PPT of your successful journey in Greenworld, the first impression was, wow, you've been doing so many exciting and great things in your life and also in Greenwood. So we are ready to listen to you. So let's dive into your success story.
Good evening, my leaders. Good evening, Madam Reni. Good evening, Diamond Club, and then our managers, and then our director. So, thank you very much to be here with you tonight. My name is Frans Mojela, and then I'm with my wife Lillian Mojela. So, I'm going to I'm going to share my story with you before and after I started to join Greenworld. So before I started Greenworld, I was just doing. I was in 2002. In 2002, I was working as a garden service, and then so there is another man called Bernard Smith, and then it's the one that introduced me on the running. So I started doing running, and then concentrating and participating on cross-country championships and comrade marathon. So I remember on Comrade Marathon, I end up coming position 60 over 12,000 people. So I was doing very, very good also in racing the championships, 21 championships. So, and then I also asked my wife to join me on running. So we started running together. It was very nice. And then this one, it's made a big change in our lives. So, and then, we started running together. And then I remember I took her to the competitions, and then we was enjoying. We were enjoying a lot. And then next slide. Okay, so we were enjoying a lot, and then I started working as a gardener, and then till 2007, and then I got a job at a transport shop. It was like swim bike run, so we were doing a triathlon and then running and swimming. So I was working as a bike mechanic. So I was assembling bikes from. We were ordering bikes from overseas, and then I assembled them, and then uh, to our customers. So also we started doing bike tours. So bike tours is when I was studying traveling, fixing bikes at Ironman, and then Ironman in Port Elizabeth, and then also in East London. So I worked till 2015 doing that, and then I fired my boss because my mind always I'm thinking about something that I can make more money for myself. So, and then I fired my boss, and then I started doing the same thing that I was doing at the company that I was working for. So I started fixing the bikes, traveling to the individual people who was doing the cycling, and then starting fixing the bikes there, and then from Joburg to PE. So normally Standard Bank, I joined Standard Bank and road cover, and then road cover and Standard Bank, they were using me as a bike transporter, and then when I get there, I was driving the follow vehicle, so I was supporting them through the road because they were starting riding from PE to George. So it was taking like 5 days, and then after they finish at George, and then we come back with the bikes to Joburg. So can you go to the next? So flying is something that I used to, because each and every event that it was done by Ironman in PE and East London. So I was taking a flight there, and then when I get there, and then putting the bikes together, and then to make them ready for the race. So when they finish, and then I was coming back. So flying, I was flying like three times per year. So flying, it was something that I normally uh, uh, do every year. Can you go to the next one? And then we were always traveling together with my wife, because the time I was transporting the bike, so I was going with someone, and then that other guy, he was not feeling well, and then after that I called my wife. So we started going together with my wife. If you can see the pictures there. So on the road, you can see I was driving the Sprinter there, and then my wife was driving the black Ford Ranger at the back. So we were enjoying our life to the fullest, but uh, anything anything that we were doing together. So you can see also the bikes there. We put the bikes, we offload the bikes when we get to PE, and then we make them ready for the riders. And then when they come, and then we started riding, and then we follow them, and then until the next spot. So it was very, very nice to be together on that business.
Good evening, leaders. And when I was going with my husband, every year I was taking my leave in twice a year. So meaning in February every year I had to go with my husband. But I just want to say a little story about why I started going with him for his tours. So meaning the first time my husband used to go travel alone. So both I'm not used for him to traveling for so many days, leaving me behind. So always while he was traveling, I would be calling him, asking him, how far are you safe and all that. And then him and his business partners, they decided to say, okay, Lillian, because you're always following your husband with a phone, why can't you take a leave and just go with your husband on the tours? So that's why I started going with him.
Next slide. Next slide. And then while we were doing that, and then so we were also focusing on the properties. So it was something that we were focusing on it while we were doing the bike tours. So that is my properties. We made some rooms for the tenants, and then you can see my other house there. And then the other ones, I didn't get the pictures to add them here. Thank you. You can go to the another slide. How we find Greenworld. So I was suffering with digestive system for more than 27 years. Oh, then it was very, very tough because also it's something that was disturbing me on my running, because as I was doing that sport, it was giving me a problem. And then at work, I was not focusing because when I'm eating something, then I had to vomit. So, and then I was admitted in Joburg Hospital. So they done gastro scope, and then they gave me the medication, but it was the same. There was no change. Then we also tried many ways to fix this problem, but we never fixed it. So until one day my wife said, I heard about Greenworld in Sunnyside. So, and then she invited me to go to Sunnyside, and then we went to Sunnyside. That day, I remember we found Madam Nero and Nosi. So, and then they scanned me, and then, so after scanning, they wrote the prices. Yo, I was so scared. I was so scared because the price for the product, I told myself this is very, very expensive. So, and then I was thinking, I had something in my head saying, no, I can't go for this because it's very, very expensive. So then, Madam Nero shows me the two ways of buying product, distributor and then retail. So, and then also she asked me that, do you have a car, Mr. Mojela? I said, yes, I've got a car. And then if your engine, she said, if your engine broke, and then are you going to fix it? Or are you going to put your car away? I said, no, I will make a plan to fix it. She said, okay, that is showing that you're not loving yourself. And then that way, I started to change my mind and see that my life is so important than everything in the world. So, and then I remember I paid like 4,900 rand to buy a product the same day. Thank you, Madam Nero, for telling me that I have to take care of my life. So, and then I joined, and then I bought the product of 4,900 rand, I remember. Within a month consuming the products, I started feeling better, much better. And then even when I was running, and then I felt that show is this is a new France. So I was so happy. I was so happy. And then I went back to buy another product because I saw that if I'm not doing it, because I find life in Greenworld, so I could have died and leave that money behind. So the money is not important than my life. So I'm still going to get another money. So uh, same, I think it's a few weeks, and then my wife sent the colleague to her colleague to Neuronens Moyo, and then they went there, and then they scanned, and then the colleague called the mom, and then they scanned. So I was surprised getting the bonus from Greenworld, and then so what I got something like 2,900 rand, I remember. So this is coming from Greenworld. Wow. So I had to call Madam Nero, and then I said to Madam Nero, there is amount of 2,900 rand is coming from Greenworld, but I don't know what's happening. So she said that is your bonus because Greenworld, when you buy, they paying you for buying. Yo, I was so surprised because I never seen something like that. And then what to talk? Okay. And then uh, I was so motivated. I was so motivated. But the problem is, I remember Madam Nero said to me, uh, "Can you please, guys, or can you do business because you see it's worth it? You got some bonuses, then and then you are already joined Greenworld, so it will work for you." So I said no, because I'm doing my travelings, and then I'm working better. Then I'm not worried about doing the business with Greenworld. So I remember she invited us for year-end function in 2022, sorry, 2021. And then it was December year-end function. So we went there, and then when we get there, so the event started, and then after that show, we saw people getting some big checks, like 100,000. I never, I never have that amount in my bank. So someone is just getting it like that, and then sure. Uh, so the car awards, we see the car awards, we see China trips and all those things. So I was highly motivated. I was highly motivated, and then said then uh, because to get a bonus of 100,000 every year, or every 3 months, or every 4 months, according to your efforts. So that is a big change. So I remember I said to my wife, what I'm doing, I thought is good enough, but I was flying, and then I was traveling, But this one is something else. It's something very big, something very big. So my wife, I told my wife we really have to do this and try this. So uh, in in 2022 January, I remember we started doing door to door, and then a campaign, door to door campaign. So, but there was no response. Rejects. It was only rejections, and then the promises. Uh, yo, the whole 2 months, and then so I couldn't believe, but you know. Because I saw the checks, the big checks, I saw the international trips is something that motivated me a lot. And then I said, no, I'm not gonna give up. How those people they get that, and then what is possible for me to get that? So if they did it, and then I can do it. So uh, I'm someone who is shy, and then it's difficult. It was so difficult for me to talk to people, but I started learning, talking to people in that time when I was doing door to door. I swallowed my pride because, you know, if you know that you're doing something big, and then you don't know that there is something bigger than that you're doing, you having the pride. So I swallowed my pride, and then I told myself I'm going to talk to people now. So I started doing that, and then I rejoined in I rejoined in March 2022, and then we can go to the next slide. Okay, you can say it.
Also to add to that one, the 2021 that 2021 award ceremony, when Madam Director Neronis Moyo invited us there, it really motivated us. I remember I was taking a picture holding Madam Neronis' check and hiding the name there on the check, and I put it on my status telling people that I won 104, it was 104,000, something like that. Yeah, yes. So I was like telling people it's my check, I won and all that. And I told myself that I will do it. I also want to see if they really people are qualifying. I want to do it myself. So that 2021 really motivated us. Next slide, please.
And Mr. and Mrs. Mojela, uh, this is the slide about when Madam Nearness called you. Is that the slide you want?
Yes,
Okay, all right.
yes,
Okay,
that's the one.
okay.
Okay, and then
Yeah, continue.
okay. And then we how we started with Greenworld. So uh, I remember one day Madam Nero, she called a meeting. So it was a Zoom meeting for Master Achievers. So then we joined the meeting, and then is when she told us to work on the targets. Oh, and then sure. uh, so she said, guys, I'm giving you a target of 10,000 rand to make 10,000 rand per month. Sorry, per week. 10,000 rand per week. So it was something. I felt like I was dreaming. I didn't hear that well, because 10,000 rand is a big money for per week. So, and then I said to my wife, I maybe Neroness is because of she's owning the shop, and then she can make the 10,000, and she think us we can do the same. So And then how is that possible without having a shop? So talking to my wife. So, and then Nero said, yeah. And then Nero said to us, we have to mute because firstly, we were unmuted the meeting. We didn't know because we were new. We didn't know about muting and unmuting the meeting. So I thought they're not hearing me when I was saying that. So and then she said, guys, please mute your meeting. So we started to mute, and then after a few days, we went to Limpopo. It was like my uncle's wife was passed away. So we went there, and then after the funeral, and then because I was on fire that time. I was really, really on fire. So, and then the other thing, I was shy. That is my problem. I'm shy. I'm a shy person. So, but I saw myself gathering people there after the funeral, and then telling about the importance of Greenworld products, and then we having a scanning machine and all those things. So, and then so I end up scanning two people, and then they bought with 5,000 rand. Yo, it was a big thing for me. Just like that, 5,000 rand plus we scanned with 350, 700 rand. 5,000 plus 700 rand. And then we were carrying, the time we were going there, we were carrying the scanning machine and the product of 5,500, something like that. So, and then we managed to sell that 5,000 rand product. So, and then the day after the funeral, we had to come back to Gauteng, and then I said to my wife, can we just go door to door, and then maybe we can make something. So, and then luckily we find an old woman when we're doing door to door. She was very sick, and then we scanned her, and then after we scanned her, and then we don't have products, and then we wrote all the product, and then she said to us, I need these products now. So I didn't know what to do, and then I called Madam Nero and said, I did ask if there is any Greenworld around, and then she told me, she gave me the number of Madam Pumuto, Mr. Jardine's wife. So, and then that's old woman. She paid us 8,800 rand cash, with cash. And then I said, okay, Magogo, I'm coming back. I'm going to take a medication, the product, because they call it medication. So I saw myself driving to Mr. Jardine's place, and then luckily we find all the products that we needed. And then so we went back to the old woman, and then we gave her the product. She was so happy. She was very, very happy. So, and then after a few days we checked her, and she said, sure guys, my children, I'm feeling very, very, very well. So, and then I just want to thank Mr. Jardine and the wife, because we knew nothing about the points and all those things. And then they submitted all the points that we bought from them, and then we got paid. So, Thank you very much, Mr. Jardine and Madam. So we love you so much, guys. So I'm always thinking about you. Thank you very much. So and then we is when we enjoyed getting the bonus. So that gave us another fire to go on with Greenworld. Next slide, please. You want to say something? Okay. And then be you, do you for you, approach, focus, and consistent. So success, okay, when your dreams get bigger than your excuses. So after that, I decided to push more and more and more, and then because I saw that whatever I was doing before, it was just excuses. So I started focusing on the success, on my dreams. So now, from there until now, I don't have any excuses when I'm thinking about selling Greenworld products. Can you go on? You want to say something?
No.
Okay.
Next slide, please.
So these pictures is when we were doing the scanning at in Limpopo. The time we were doing scanning at the funeral. So the second day is that you can see the cash. That cash is the cash that Magogo paid. And then when I was going to Mr. Jardine to buy the product, so we took all the picture. You can see it was on the 6th February 2022. The date is there. So you can see. And then also, if you can see at the bottom, check at the bottom left, I was thanking Madam Nerones after on the 6th of February 2022. I said, thanks so much, Mrs. Nerones, for teaching us how to fish, not giving us fish, coaching me and my wife. We were doing well in Limpopo. We started seeing now that it's not about luck, it's all about hard working, and it's possible. May the God continue shower you with blessings and good health. So I was so motivated, and then I was so happy after doing this.
To add to that one, it was my first time seeing a lot of money from the business that I was refusing to do. So this was a first time, and that shows that the coaching that we were getting from our leader, she never gave up on us. She keep on pushing us, and doing that 15,000. It was 4 days after my husband said we can't do 10,000 per week, but we end up making 15,000 in 2 days. Next slide, please.
And then you can see the 23 February 2023, and then at Butuano Free State. So after that, after Pulukwani, and then we told ourselves that we are moving. So we went to Kutlano, and then we started doing presentations. So because they told us that the presentations are the backbone of our business. So it's only thing that we have to try to do, when you knew, you must know that presentations, they are very, very important, because gathering people, it can help you to speed up your business. So maybe you can say something.
And I remember on this one, 2023 in Butlanong, Free State, we were called by one of our business partner. We didn't know any we didn't know the place in Welcome. So the lady joined our business partner, she joined Greenworld without, we didn't know her, but she did it over the phone. And then so when we went there, we made sales because she gathered people, and then we scanned the people and people bought, and we also went to Paris. Was it Paris?
Paris, yeah.
Paris, yes, and also made sales there. Next slide, please.
Okay, this 22 March is when we started a journey with Greenworld. So we started a journey with Greenworld. Can you go to the next slide? Okay, so we went to Madam Nero. There you can see the picture on the left hand side. So we went to meet Madam Nero, and then we bought the stock of 60,000 rands. And then it's when I told my wife that she can please, the day we were going to Nerones to buy the stock, I asked my wife to quit the job, quit a job, and then we can start focusing on the business together. So because Greenworld helped me a lot, because I was worried every day when my wife waking up at 5 o'clock and then leaving at 6 o'clock to work, and then the taxis, there is a lot of traffic, and then taxis, they're killing people. So it's something that was worrying me all the time. But when I started doing Greenworld, and then I started seeing the way that the way to relieve my stress. So we went to buy the stock of 60,000 rand, and Greenworld paid us 17,000 rand. So I was so surprised, because if you can see, if you go to buy the stock somewhere, like you want to do a spaza shop or something, when you bought a stock of 6,000 rands, that means you have to sell that stock to get a commission. But here in Greenworld, you get paid before you're selling your stock. That means you're getting your stock of 60,000 rand, and then you're gonna get paid 17,000 rand on the 20th of the same month. So, and then also I was surprised when they saying I'm getting a scanning machine for free. So it's something that surprised me a lot. And then I said, no, this is serious, my wife. Then really, really, I'm seriously, you have to quit your job. And then this is something that we can just focus on, and then go on with it. So we got a scanning machine and umbrellas. So it was very, very nice. Something that I never seen in my life. So,
And also to add to that one, it was amazing because getting that money and getting the gadgets, that is a money making machine. That's my mentor, Madam Neronese, always say that the money making machine, really scanning machine, works wonders. It is a money making machine. Next slide, Madam Rennie.
and then we joined JSD International Academy and East. and I saw that is the most important things for everyone who joined Greenworld to do it, because it's amazing, because when we started Greenworld, and then Neuroness taught us about everything. So uh, I didn't see, after that, I didn't see me going to Madam Neuroness and say, Madam, can you please help me with doing the structure, or maybe can you please help me with the submissions? Because she taught me all those things, and then very, very easy. So, uh, and then I find that if you are 5 star and then you don't know the structure, that is not good enough, because to do your business, if you are serious with your business, in 3 star, when you turn 3 star, you have to know all those things. You have to teach yourself. You have to learn about doing the structure. It's very, very important, because doing a structure is the thing that's growing your business. If you don't know the structure, it's a big problem. So I'm very, very happy uh, to find Madam Neuronens. The first day I was scanning, I didn't know that I will end up like this. So thank you very much, Madam Neuronens. Keep on doing that to the others, and then and don't hide anything. Just tell them what you told me. Teach them what you taught me. I'm very, very thankful about that.
Oh, adding to what my husband said, I love the JSD because it's a self-discovery. I never, what I love about it, because Madame Nero, she saw the potential in us, and we never knew that you would be where we are today. If it wasn't her, and the school JSD, it says itself, self-discovery, because she made us discover ourselves, that we can go far and we can do better. So my advice to anybody, I always say, have a mentor. Me, I always have my mentor, because I am where we are because of her mentorship. So being mentored, it changes lives. And in network marketing, you really need a mentor so that you can understand where you are going. So JSD did it for us. That's why we are where we are sitting today. Thank you, JSD. Thank you, Madam Nero. Next slide, please.
So because we were on fire, then we were recruiting everywhere. The taverns, the salon. You can see there I was presenting in the salon 12 March 2023, and then I was still new on this, but I told myself so. The other thing that I was very, very shy. I was very, very shy, but I told myself I'm going on with this, because I saw something big in it. Greenworld is something that different from everything that I went through. So presenting in saloon, it was something else that someone never think about it. So so and then we in that day, I remember there was about 5 people that joined our joined and scanned our they joined our business, and then they scanned. So we were rocking there. We were making sales like nobody's business. So uh, the thing that motivated us a lot is that we were taught how to do things, and then we started running with it.
Next slide, please.
And then here, we were painting Greenworld everywhere, and with our branded cars in Bakersford and Bloemfontein. So, you know, me and my wife, we were not sleeping. So we at night when people they were sleeping, we were traveling. So if you can think about going to Bloemfontein at 9 p.m. and then we pack everything and then we go to Bloemfontein, just drive straight to Bloemfontein. So if we were thinking of going anywhere, we were just packing and go without uh, asking. So if I say my wife, today I think we have to travel to Free State, and then we just go, no argument. So because we were pumped, and then so there we were in Bloemfontein, and then so is when we scanned a lady, and then that lady took us from Bloemfontein to Velkom. Mm. And then when we get to Velkom, and then we scanned her mom and sisters and the brother. So after that, the next day she took us to Velkom. Paris. Sorry, to Paris. And then when we get to Paris, we to one of their family, and then we scanned a mom. Yeah, it was a mom and the daughter, and then they bought the product of 11,000. I remember they also bought the children care package because they said there is a child that she's very slow at school. So and then we were shining, and then with branded car because you know the other thing with the branding. We saw that when we enter the the village or when we enter the location, and then people they starting looking at us, and then they take us serious because of the branding. So uh, so we were looking like big bosses of Greenworld while while we still learning. So that was something that motivating people because when they see the branded car, they take it serious. Yeah. So even though we're telling them about scanning, we're telling about the product, they were taking us serious because of the branding. So that is something that everyone can do it, and then to grow their business very, very fast. So it's helped us a lot. Next slide. So here we were in Randfontein. It was 15 March. You can see the street there. So everyone can see this, that this is not a fake. It's a real thing. So, so we were going everywhere on the streets, putting up the umbrellas and do the business, telling people about the importance of Greenworld products, and then scanning people, and then we were running with it.
Next slide, please.
So the challenges like the cold weathers and then rainy weather. So most of the time when it's rainy, it's cold, and then we feel that we could stay in the blankets. So, but us, because we were pumped, and then we still pumped, we still doing it. So in cold and rainy weathers, we were always on the street preaching about Greenworld together with my team, and we achieved a lot. So presenting on the roads is something very, very important, because when you're putting your branded umbrellas on the street, and then your branded car on the street, and then people they starting coming, and then they want to hear what's going on. You can see there telling people, and then they start trusting you. You know, if you take your branded car to the street, people they want to see what's happening, and then they trust you because of the car that is branded. So they trusting you about the umbrella that is branded. So it's very, very important when you're doing your marketing, and then you are branded. So you have to be branded, and then to show people what you're doing before you're telling them. So it's very, very important.
And to add to that, this is in Rustenburg. Since we started to be in this street, where the same corner, me and my team and my husband in that corner, from 2022 June. Yeah, 2022 June up to 2024, we started having a shop, the building of the shop, that was 2024. So every sale that we did, every achievement that we did, me and my husband and our team, we did it on that street. Come rain, come sun, come cold, we were on the same street every day. And also we used to make tea for our clients. So if you see that bucket will always, when it's cold, we used to make tea and put it there, so that the tea, because black people we always want to see the takinyana thing, and then people want to come and ask what is in there. That's how we call the clients to come to us, because now they see something is there, and then they want to know about that black thing inside the packet. That was the tea that we were cooking, and that's how we made ourselves in the street. All the 2 car awards and all 10 China trips are made from the street. Next slide.
Okay, it's so important to tell people about the importance of Greenworld products. So we were going on and on and on presenting. So the very, very important thing is that we made the sales of 2 million on the street. So if you're telling someone it's going to be like a dream. So Greenworld is something that is not like a spaza shop. So you have to market yourself. If you register your shop and staying in a shop and think someone will come and buy, so they will come, but the big markets is on the street, and then also door to door, and then also internet marketing. So you have to market yourself. If you're not marketing yourself, you will say Greenworld is not working, because we see some people are quitting because they don't know. They think Greenworld is a spaza shop. So if you market yourself, go to the street, go door to door, and then go into your internet, because normally we on our phones looking for the pictures, looking for the videos. So if we can stop doing that, and then just go to street, talk to people, tell yourself that every person that I see my money. I see someone who has to get my product and then feel better. So it's very, very, very important to market yourself. So presenting in taverns as well, in saloons, as you saw us doing that, is something that you can start thinking about it. Thank you.
To add to that, that tea that people are seeing there, that is a pro slim, guys. I want to say something about that tea. First time when me and my husband went to started to do Greenworld in Rustenburg, we went to a mine called the shaft called 6 shaft. We were putting a table before the corner that we are in. So on that place, we used to go there and cook the tea and give people tea. And then the other day, because we're mixing teas, the other day, other men approached us and talk about the tea, says to us, "Thank you, my daughter and my son, for the tea." And I asked, "Why are you thanking us?" She said, "No, this tea makes wonders." I'm sorry, because all we are business people, so I'll be honest. So that meant I said, "What does this tea do?" Because for me, I was giving them as like it's just our products, Greenworld as Pro Slim, because normally we think Pro Slim is only work on slimming, but the Pro Slim doesn't work on it. That's where I discovered that on men, some men they're having problems of early ejaculation and early reaction, something like that. But not because they are sick. Some of them it's because they are dirty. So using Pro Slim, it detox. So most people love Pro Slim, men love Pro Slim because Pro Slim, it detox them and it helps them in their bedroom lives. So that's why I always have, I don't make cooling tea, I don't make other tea but Pro Slim. Because where we work, it's all people, men most of the time. And also there, when I was presenting, it's in Bakersford, in a tavern. We drive from Rustenburg to Bakersford the whole night on the street. And I remember that one, it's when my husband was supposed to be, we were supposed to be on stage for his first car award in 2022 December. So that day when I was presenting, it was 3 days before the, what's it called? Before the, yeah, before the, before the, before the year end run. And we were exhausted because we traveled from Rustenburg to Bakersford. And then when we came back, it was Friday, and Saturday morning we were supposed to be on year-end run. So meaning there is no malala. You can't sleep while you're doing this business. You tell yourself, I'm going out there to get it. We are go-getters. Next slide, please.
All right. When we started Greenworld, and then we started pushing, and then making sales, and then I qualified for China trip in 3 months. So that means if you can count from March, April, May, I qualified for China trip. So it was 3 months. So firstly, they gave us 3 months of probation. So in 3 months of probation, we were making the sales of more than 100,000. So we didn't feel it. We didn't struggle on the probation. It was very, very easy, very easy for us. So, and then in 3 months I qualified for international trip, and then from March and then September we went to Dubai. So We went to Dubai. There's Dubai. I was in Dubai. You can see the pictures there in a flight, riding a camel, and then at the summit meeting. So it was something very, very, very good for me because it was a new experience as well. You can see it was 2022 09/17. There is a date there, if you can see where I'm standing there. So, uh, so it was very, very nice because we went to cruising and then cruising at the desert safari.
That's the best we can play the for.
Okay. Yeah, we there where we see the camel there is after the cruising. It was very, very nice. So, and then everything was paid by Greenworld, and then it was amazing. So eating 3 times per day. So it was something that I never done because the full meal, 3 times per day, and then touring and all. So sometimes I just want to be honest. Maybe Greenwell doesn't want to tell us something that the trip is worth more than they telling us. That is true because what we get in there it's amazing. It's very, very big. It's very, very big. So and then after that the the Dubai trip, when we come back, and then we close this another 6 star for my wife because I said while I was in Dubai, I started posting. So I started posting from the flight when we get to the flight. So when we get to Dubai, because there was no network, and then when we get to Dubai to the hotel, and then they gave us the Wi-Fi, and then I saw the messages coming in. So even the people, those I thought is the ghosts. There is some people that they joining after that they disappear. I saw some of them they send messages. Two of them they asked me to get the scanner when I come back. So I was so excited, and then I came back, and then I remember going to some of our leader, and then I found the scanning machine. I sent that person who was looking for the scanner, and then they start working. So it was a big motivation to our downliners. Those were they were not serious. And then when we come back from Dubai, and then we closed another international trip for my wife. So, and then I was so excited. Then we keep on pushing, and then I remember November we were closing our first car awards. Next slide, please. So that one is Lillian Mojela's China trip is my own China trip. So sure, it was nice. You can say something about it.
I don't know where to start. This is my China trip, the top one there. It was my first time on the flight. I never knew that one day I'll fly, and my first trip was overseas. I went to China 2023, and it was amazing, very amazing. The boat cruise and Guys, I'm from KwaZulu Natal and Bergville, but I never, ever went on a cruise. So it was my first time going on cruise. And it was my first time flying, and me having a gala dinner with our very own president and my director there. It was amazing. I enjoyed all the experience that I got. And also, I was in Dubai there. The bottom is Dubai this year. So I'm from Dubai, freshly from Dubai. So I enjoyed the trips of traveling, and also some of the China trip. The China trip for 2022, I took the money because I just wanted to test the money. And some of them, that's why I went with the China trip for 2023. That's why I went to Dubai, to China, and I got this one also. So guys, it was a very nice experience. I enjoyed, especially at the Nanjing. And also what I enjoyed most, guys, every day, me, I really enjoyed China because every day I was waking up in the morning, 5:30, I was on the street running. So all that, the hotel that we were staying in Nanjing, the beauty of the garden and also the smaller Yana lake there, I was running there all day, or in the morning, and every hotel that we were sleeping on, every morning I was waking up and running on the street, enjoying the beauty of China. Next slide, madam.
Okay. As a master achiever, we achieve. It's our culture. It's our culture, so we have to achieve. So we achieved 10 international trips so far, and then also now we just about to close the 11th one. So and then we qualified for 2 car awards in 3 years, because there is a year that I was suffering with a broken leg, so I'm still going to talk about this. So it's very important, guys, to concentrate on what you're doing. So if you want to achieve, you have to do this consistent, and then you have to tell yourself that each and every person that I meet on the road, in a taxi, and then in a train, in a flight, who is sitting next to you, you must tell them about the importance of Greenworld products and scanning. And so they will love it. They will love it. Once you know what you say, you're gonna grow fast in your business.
And to add to that, we are master achievers. Achieving is a must. That is our director always said. Our mentor always she always say, achieving is a must. How come you are my business partners? So you have to do what am I doing? So for us and our team, achieving is a must. And I am so happy because 2025, the Dubai trip I went with my business partner. That is Evodia too. It is very nice to travel with your business partner. I enjoyed a lot traveling with my business partner. And then now we already helped another business partner, because my husband is going to China and he's not going alone. He's going with another business partner. So achieving is not supposed to be you. You need to achieve with your team. So monkey see, monkey do. And in my team, we called Motulata mode. So we always say, go and approach a person. Use your office, guys. That's what our mentor always say. Use your office, and your office is your mouth. Next slide.
When you are achieving, you have to like when you go around your house, you have to see all each and every corner. You have to see a certificate with the Greenworld logo. Then you will know that you are a hard worker. So I even don't have a place to hang my certificates. I've got a lot of certificates. So the certificates showing that you are doing good, and then so if you don't have certificates, if you enter your house, you can't see certificate with Greenworld logo. You must know that you have to pull up your socks and go out there and tell people about Greenworld, and then you will have more certificates.
Next slide.
And then in 2022, December, so it was year-end rally. So we received, there we were receiving our awards and then taking pictures. So it was so privileged to take a picture with Professor Daniel, the founder of Greenworld. So if I show people that picture, they join me immediately because they telling themselves that this man is a great man. He met someone very, 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 very important in their lives, because to bring the product in Africa, and then now we got our lives back because we were suffering without Greenworld. So we are so happy about this. Then thanks to our Professor Daniel to bring the Greenworld in Africa, and our president David Sang. Thank you very much. You made us proud.
To add to this one, it was my I never knew that one day I'll be going on a gala dinner, not invite, because the first one that I was invited by our director, my mentor, in 2021, but I never knew that I would go for a gala dinner that I worked for. And then as a gala dinner that Greenworld says here, enjoy the dinner with our president and go to the banquet. That was my first time there. And also proudly seeing my husband. I call him my boyfriend because he's my boyfriend for life. That's why I call him my boyfriend. Seeing my husband getting his first car award, that was amazing. And he was so tired because he drove from Bakersford the whole night, and then we reach home at 5 in the morning. He has to bath and go and went to the year-end rally. So that time he was so exhausted, but it was an amazing experience to get the money from the company and also get that certificate and standing in front of people. And that was our surprise. And when they said he has to do a speech, and I said to myself, he's so shy. How is he going to talk to people? But he did it. So thank you, Greenworld. Because here I always say I used to say my husband is allergic to people because he did, even if you say hello, Mojela, you won't hear him if he said hello back because he's always quiet. But since he joined Greenworld, wow, my husband talks. Next slide.
Sorry, before you move the slide, everyone, if you can just check on your left hand side, you will see me there. Can you just check my face? I was so finished. I was finished. So, but that face, if you look at that face, and then it's saying something. So, if you see that face and then not seeing yourself like that, that means you're still playing. Guys, please see yourself at getting awards and then getting certificates and then traveling the world. So it's very, very important for your life because we live once. So thank you very much. We can go to the next slide. Yes, that is my check for the car award. So that was that check is it was my second car award. So the first one I did it with 9 months, and then the other one before we get to the second one. Sorry, before the second year, I did the second car award. So as you saw the pictures there on the street, doing presentations and all those things, so we were getting paid monthly, and then that bonus is when we get when you're closing your 7 star in 12 months. So you can do it in 5 months, 6 months, or 8 months accordingly. So then I've got that cash of 120,000, 28,000 in my pocket. So so that one is too small now for me because it was the second, that one is it was this 2023, and then now if I see that I'm telling myself that I have to pick up my socks and then getting 1.9 million. So I'm chasing 1.9 million at the moment. That one, yeah. So it's very important that you see what you're doing, and then working very hard, and then getting such a big prize. It's very, very, very nice. So I was asking someone that he was working for more than 30 years in the company, and then he said to me, "Yo, this is amazing. I never in my life, I never even have like 50,000 rand in my hands." So that means Greenworld is amazing. So it's very, very important that we telling everyone about Greenworld, and then change is a change in life, and then so that we can also benefit, because when you're helping someone, Greenwell saying we're raising by lifting others. So if you are selfish, and then it's going to be your problem, that one. So please help others, and then you will achieve like me. Thank you. You can go to the next one.
Oh, to add to that one, before you change, Madam Rani, I would just want to say something. The whole 2 car awards are from the streets. The whole 2 car awards are from the streets, and the whole 7 China troops are from the streets. And then the others, that's when we got them while we are at the shop, not on the street. But the whole 2 car awards on the streets. So meaning, I just want to say something. We left our home in Soshanguve. As we speak now, we are in Soshanguve. We left our home in Soshanguve and go to Rustenburg, rent 1 room in Rustenburg, leaving our comfort zone, sleeping on the floor. We forgot even buying a bed. We were sleeping on the floor. We slept on the floor for whole 1 year. Waking up in the morning, driving from where we were staying in Chanini, driving to number 8 Freedom Park. We were driving for 25 kilometers to go to our shop. Every day, going 25 and 25 back to the streets. So I emphasize that stand up, go out there. The money is there as long as you know how to use your office. No excuses. That's why we made 2 cars on the street. Next slide.
And then with that 128,000, the bonus that I bought that land in Rustenburg. As my wife was saying that we were living in a in a 1 room rented room, so we end up looking for the land. Then we bought that land, and then I started preparing it. So it's when we started hearing about the Greenworld fertilizer. So we heard about that, and then I said no, because Greenworld helped me with the situation that I could never thought about is gonna be help, is gonna be fixed. So that means the fertilizer can make wonders. So let's get just a place that we can just grow our own vegetables, and then see you just using that fertilizer and see what's going to happen. So we started doing this, the preparation, and then please, madam, to the next slide. So with that preparation, we started planting. Everyone can see that. So we done our garden, so it looks very nice. The seeds are they were growing very nice. The spinach, you can see the spinach there. We planted the potatoes, and then lettuce and other the onion, the spring onion. So they were still very small in that time. So we saw our garden turned to green, and then it was nice, and then we started eating from our garden. So since we have done this, I don't know when last I saw ourselves spending money for the veggies. So we just go to the back garden, and then pick up the spinach if we need the spinach, and then cook and eat. So thanks very much for Greenworld to bring in the fertilizer as well, because it's gonna change the lives of many people, because now we're eating the processed food, so it will help very much for our health as well.
Yes.
Next slide, madam. So here we used the fertilizer in 2024, last year, and then so you can see it's not a fake. You can see my wife she's there in a garden. So we 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 yes, last year we did plant the maize. So, and then if you can see on her right hand, he was holding the maize there. So it was like coming 3, 4, 5 in one what they call it.
This is not English.
Yeah. So uh, one what they call it. I don't know.
We don't know how to say it in English.
Yeah. So it was making like five
Coins
five
in a one
coins
thing.
yeah. So in that thing, yeah. So yeah, you can see the power of organic fertilizer. It's working wonders. So even if you can visit our garden now, Madam Neron is earlier this year.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, she was there, and then we got. We got chickens, we got all those things. I even gave her some eggs. And then she called me that, Mr. Mojela, sure, your eggs are very nice, because we also grinding the food for the chickens from the corn that we planted there. You see, it was very, very, very a good idea for Greenworld to bring fertilizer, because now we are also saving on chicken's food. So we plant the corn, and then we grind it, and then to feed the chickens. So she saw one of my chickens. They like very, very big, very, very big, very big. So and then you can also see the green pepper there. So the fertilizer is making this.
And also, on the fertilizer side, on the fertilizer, first time when I saw the pictures, there is a picture that I saw when they were starting to advertise. I think it's from Kenya, or I think it's Kenya. There was a lady holding a cone like what I'm holding. I was like, first time, is there any maize that can bring a lot of corn in one place? But when I use the organic fertilizer, I saw it on myself, because they are molding it, and it's I got lot of what is it called, yield or yield? What is it called? I don't know in English, but we got a lot of corn, and also we have spinach and beetroot, lettuce, and sweet potato, and also butternuts. All of that, all thanks to Greenworld fertilizer. Next slide, madam.
Okay, here in April 2024, I broke my hip bone, so it was so difficult year for me. But we survived, because I survived because of a Greenworld product. So I remember going to the hospital when they find that my hip bone is broken, and then they said to me, it's going to cost me 200,000 plus for hip replacement. So they said to me, because I couldn't walk. My leg was not moving at all. So because the hip was totally broken. So, and then I sat down with my wife, and then sure, that money is too much to replace a hip. And then to replace a hip, after 10 to 20 years, you have to go, and then they have to redo it again. So, and then I had a meeting with my wife, and then I said to my wife, so we got product in the house. So let's try this, because they said if the femoral neck is broken, the head is going to suffer with the circulation. So that means the circulation from the leg bone to the femur head is broken. So that means the head of the femur is going to die. So I was so scared when they saying that. So uh, I told myself, they said in Greenworld products, they don't have overdosing. So I took a circulatory care package and bone care package. So I was eating them like because I was so stressed. So I said, no, as long as they're not gonna kill me, I overdose them. So circulatory and then bone care package. So I was taking them, and then after a month, I went to a review the X-ray review for the broken bone. So they find that the bone is starting to grow, and then it's growing nicely together. So they were so surprised, and then saying, "Yo, we never seen something like this. The bone is growing together." And then because they saying the circulatory is not going to go to the head, so the head is going to die. So, and then they said I have to come back after 2 months for the review. So I went there after 2 months. Then when after that 2 months, it was the day I was broken. That 2 months I'm talking about, it was about 5 months. So, and then they find that the bone is growing nicely, and then they said no, no more operation, and then we just want to see the process from this leg. So I went home, and then I was using 2 crutches all the time. So, and then afterwards, after 6 months, my leg started to move, because it was not moving at all. My leg started to moving, and then I was so surprised. So, and then the 7th month, I stopped using another crutch, and then I was starting walking little bit, and then 7, 8 months, and then I started walking slowly, and then now I can even run a bit. So I'm working. Even when I go to the head office, I'm using the stairs. I normally use the lift, but now I can use the stairs. So uh, it shows that Greenworld products, they are working wonders. They are working very good. They got a very good results. So that's why when we telling people about Greenworld products, we're not even doubting ourselves. So we know that they are 100% working. They are fixing the problem. from the wood.
To add up on what my husband said, yeah, year 2024, that's the year that I will never, ever, ever, ever forget in my entire life. Because this year 2024, me and my husband went to the place in Polokwane for a marathon race. And it was a nice day and a happy day. So he was running 10 kilometers and I was also doing that. And to my surprise, my husband broke his hip. And that was a difficult year. But with Greenworld products, and I love him because he's always positive. I was very scared. And then he told me that, you know what, let's try the products and see how it's going to help because it will save money. And I never thought, I really was scared that he's going to be on the wheelchair for the rest of his life because the hip was broken and the money to fix the hip, which was too large, and our medical aid wasn't covering that. But all thanks to Greenworld products. Next slide. There's, there's a one for the picture for him on the, yeah, that one. We want that one for him on the crashes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one. So
this one is when I recovered, when I started putting my leg down because it was very, very, very bad for me. And then I lost the hope when they saying that I have to get a hip replacement. So this one, I was coming from the physio, and then I am so happy about Greenworld products because I was asking myself if I said no to Greenworld, and then saying I was traveling, and then I was flying to Cape Town to East London, and then so if I said no to Greenworld, so it was the end of me. So thank you very much, Madam Nero, to check on us, and then to advise us to start doing business because we were not in that mind of doing the business. But now I think Greenworld saved my life, and then twice, and then I will say Greenworld is my life. So that's why we are doing Greenworld. We're not doing anything. So we're focusing in Greenworld 100%. So thank you very much to our Professor Danili, to our President David Zang, and then Mzala. Thank you very much, Mzala. Thank you very much, Mzala. And then our directors, and then I like to thank my team, all the 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. Please just take it serious, and then you will change your life. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you
For the
so much.
opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Mojela. You know, this was the most touching and impressive sharing that's I've ever been. So actually, we thank so much, and we wish that one day, France, you'll be able to back to the track again, to be a Iron Man again with Greenworld products. The products help you to fix your hip bone and make you lift your clutches and also make you run a bit and use the staircases. And we wish that if you keep on using our products, that one day you'll be the Iron Man again. I don't want to ask you any questions because your sharing has answered all the questions. Actually, I become, wordless after your sharing, because of the love in between you. We can feel that. And because of the passion in the
Thank you.
business, especially, again, you mentioned that you are a very, very, very shy person. But, for such
Yes.
very, very, very person, you can be on the road doing the business on the road for years. And 2 cars and 7 China trips actually coming from your business on the roads. This is not what a shy person do. Actually, maybe you're shy to talk, but you're not shy to do things. So we're so touched by by what you have achieved and what you have done. And also, we are grateful to your mentors. So now I think I don't want to waste any time. We still have, let's see, 30 minutes to go. So let's invite Madame Nerenes Moyle to to share with us your mentorship. So actually, I was very touched. At the beginning, you didn't know the business. You didn't even know that you could make bonus out of the sales. But actually, Madame Nearness sent you the money. And later on, she invited you into the business, set the goals for you, and invite you to the academy to the self uh what do you call it? GSD.
Self-discovered.
Yeah, self-development
Discovered.
academy. So now,
Self-discovery.
yes, now, Madam Dearness Moyle, you are there, right?
Yes, yes, I'm here, Madam
So
Rainey.
just because of you, your mentorship and your leadership and your help, uh, you see that you developed such two great leaders and two great achievers. So please kindly share with us.
Yo, good evening, everyone. And thank you, Madam Rainey, for this lovely opportunity. And thank you, everyone. And most importantly today, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Mojela. These are power couple. This is a power couple, hey? Um, I would say I want to attest to everything that they said. Honestly speaking, watching them grow to be the leaders that they are today is such a beautiful thing. Madam Reni, when we are saying we are no longer doing, or let me not say we, I am no longer doing Greenworld for money anymore. Yes, when I started the business, I was really, 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 really poor. But now I've made a lot of money from Greenwald that even if I did not work, I would still be able to get paid. So why am I still doing it? To see stories like Mr. and Mrs. Mojela stories. Watching them coming in with whatever they had, whether it's it's health problems or it's business challenges, or and watching them developing into something that they are today. It's such a beautiful thing. And if I'm telling you today that Mr. Mojela, we used to call him, me and Lillian, we used to call him that he's allergic to people. And indeed, he's allergic to people, yet we said what we were saying what Lilis, he's allergic to people, but he's not allergic to money. He loves money a lot. yet he's allergic to talking to people because he's very, very shy, or he was shy. So watching him moving from that step where he could only talk to just the wife and he would push the wife to be the one talking to the audience, to see him today being able to address the way he addressed us, it's a life changer, guys. It's something beautiful. So I'm truly proud of you, Mr. Mojela. To tell you the truth, I was scared that you were not gonna really pull it off the way you did. Because knowing how shy you are, it's quite amazing. So when we talk about journey to self-discovery, these are also a pure example of discovery. So what we do at JSD is to help individuals to discover who they are and unleash their potential. And I would say, in whatever you do, my dear leaders or everyone in the group, copy them. What they said, the strategies that they used are authentic. There are some things that helped them to become one of the greatest leaders that Johannesburg branch has in a very short space of time. Guys, when I saw them getting into becoming 6 stars in just 3 4 months, and I pushed them into opening their own shop. Our company says the probation for your shop's probation, you need to sell only 2,000 BVs. While they are on probation, they were making between 6 to 8,000 BVs on probation, to the extent that Mr. Glory was asking me, Nero, what did you do to these guys? Nero, you've raised leaders to these people, and since then they never looked back. And what I loved most, or what I can tell you guys, listeners, that uh, despite any challenge that you may face, these guys have taught me that there is no challenge that is bigger than teamwork. Last year was a very challenging year for them. Watching them going through what Mr. Mojela went through and having their teams, some of them leaving. But when they got back super strong. So, what are the takeaways from this couple? Those who are doing this business alone, try to involve your business partner. I mean, your wife. Try to avoid try to involve your wife or your husband. Try to let them sit down with them and show them the bigger picture. Show them that you are not here in competing with them. You are doing this together. And I loved this with them because everything that they do together. France is the one who is my business partner, but whenever we talk, we involve Lillian in it. So it becomes a teamwork. Lillian cannot do something without getting the approval from France, and they balance each other's strengths and weaknesses. So it's something that we can take away from them, to say, if you have a partner, try to notice what is their strength and what is your weakness, and try to balance it out. Because as much as France is a shy person, Lillian is an outspoken person. So we identified that from the word go. Hence, France started to work with the one-on-ones, yet Lillian was able to address the group. So therefore, their teams were balanced. So you can take away that you guys are not in any competition. You are fighting against poverty. You are fighting against changing the lives, not fighting against each other. That's one thing that I learned about from them. And I also want to know, success is in our hands. Greenworld is here to change our lives, both financially and health wise. As you saw when they were testifying, that both from just the ulcers, from what we thought it was going to help him with just ulcers, but it ended up helping him to heal the wound. And still audible? Am I still audible, guys?
Oh, sure, sure, of course. We're listening.
Yes. Thank you. I'm saying Greenworld is here to change our lives. So let's take it serious. Attend the mentorship classes if you get the chance to, because you cannot know everything when you are starting, and learn how to do it by yourself as fast as you can. That's what the Mojelas did. They never allowed me to do the fishing for them. They allowed me to teach them how to fish. So allow yourself or your leader to teach you how to fish as fast as you can. And leave your comfort zone if you can. These guys had very comfortable homes, but when they wanted to do, after buying that stock of 5 star, they wanted to do their business, so they left their comfort zone. They understood that sometimes your family and friends may not be the ones to support you, so they took their stock and they went all the way to like 500, 600 kilometers away from their home, not knowing where they're gonna sleep. At some point they would sleep in their cars, but what did it yield? The results are their teams are all over South Africa now. And what else? You will see them coming to my house. These are not just my business partners. They're like I call Frans my brother. They are like my family. So they know my house. They come to my house. Sometimes they would come very tired early in the morning, and then I would force to give them eye shine or anxiety and stress so that they can sleep and rest. So and the other shocker was majority of people wants to start fancy. They want to look for a beautiful shop where it's gonna be super expensive and stuff. These guys proved that you can start this business with what you have. They would as they mentioned that they would put their tables, as you saw, they would put their tables, making sales of more than 2 million rands under the shed, guys. That should teach you, Kore, it does not matter where your shop is. What matters is how you advertise your product. As long as you are ready to go all out and make it work, you are definitely going to make it work. So there are a lot of takeaway lessons that we can learn from this couple. They are my role model. When I up and I get married, I want to have a marriage like theirs. But on a very serious note, they are a very they are a very beautiful couple, and I'm blessed to have such beautiful business partners who listen and they go and they apply whatever that you teach them, and they go and they do it even way better than you do. So I'm truly proud of you guys, and I hope you're gonna continue sharing your stories so that you can inspire more couples out there, because there are some leaders that there are some partners who are not doing their businesses together with their partners because maybe they don't understand, or they think this thing in ngiyabafazi kuphela. So you being there to show them, God, no, this thing is doable as a couple. It's quite an inspiration. So thank you, and thank you for sharing. I know it was not easy, but you did share your story, and trust you me. To me, it's changing our lives. We want to be like you now. So with that being said, the takeaway lessons that I am taking from these people that I want you guys to also go and take is understand that this is your business. You need to give it your all. Leave your comfort zone if it has to. Work with your partner. Even if they don't understand, do not argue with them to say, hey, my way is better. Submit with them. I love the way Lillian respects her husband. It's crazy. Sometimes when we are by ourselves, we'll be like, my husband this, my husband this. And we end up with Mom Esther, we end up saying, hey, shut up with your husband, your husband. So it's something beautiful. So yeah, we are learning a lot, and I love how they are raising their teams, working together with them to achieve more, and them testing that thing of traveling with your team. It's quite amazing. So I think we are learning that, Kore, as you are preparing to win, do not win alone. win with your people. Guys, this couple is less than 3 years in the business, yet they've achieved so much. So you can also go ahead and learn a lot from them and move. From me to you, Madam Reni, and everyone in the class today, I think I'm motivated and I don't want to spoil their motivation because we learned a lot from them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Nearness. I have a very quick question. Where's that chicken? Does it taste nice or is it running in your yard?
It's they are they have that patience of keeping the chicken. Now I got it and I ate it same time. They gave me eggs. I ate them same time. They are super tasty. It's beautiful and their farm is super huge. Madam Reni, yeah, it's beautiful.
Next time we'll invite we'll invite these two amazing couples back to talk about their organic farm. So thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you once again, Frans and Lillian, for such a loving, actually for setting an example of such supportive and loving husband and wife for us. I think this is beyond the business. And thank you very much, Madam Nearness Moyo, for how to say, for rising by lifting others, setting a good example for us as a leader. Okay, so Mr. Budiman, please kindly close today's meeting and presentation, which I don't even want it to end, but next time, definitely all you will be back. Okay, I have one request to Madam Nearness Moyo. You see, you have so many achievers in your team. So please keep on recommending them and inviting them to us so we can learn from them. You see, all this,
Okay.
the four great achievers were from your team, but we know that there are a lot more. So keep on inviting them and recommending them for us to learn from. So thank you once again. Thank you.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
thank you, Madam Rainey. Thank you, Neronens. You have done another good job. And
Thanks.
I just want to say congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Mojela. Today I'm speechless. I'm speechless. This is showing that I know many people want to be success in Greenworld, but it is about the determination. It is about the persistency that you have been doing without a beautiful shop. You still can earn 2 cars and 7 international trip, and that is wonderful. And I just want to say, maybe last year you have been, Mr. Mojela, you have been having a little accident, but actually that is the sign. That is the sign when you have to stop what you have been doing all these years. I mean, you just need to start building your people now. Okay, you need to build your people. You already know how to get the 2 cars. You already know how to get the 7th international trip. Now, what you need to do is to duplicate whatever you know how to do this business to your people. So when your team, when your downlines, they do the same thing that you have been doing, and they also achieve the same thing that you have been achieving, trust me, 1-star manager, 2-star manager, 3-star manager is very simple. It's very easy for you to achieve. So I know you want to get the Villa Award, you want to get the Luxury Car Award. Now, this is the time. Actually, I can say this is the sign from God that actually this is the time for you to build your people, and maybe you try to spend less time for your own selling products, but try to build your network, teach the people, become like Neronens Moyo. Become like Neronens Moyo, become a mentor to your people and to everyone. Actually, to be success in Greenworld is not only about hard work. You need a mentor. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Mojela, you have a very good mentor. I can say number one mentor in African region, Neronen Moyo, with the GSD International. We really appreciate you have been doing so well, helping many people in African region. And the last thing I want to say actually is very interesting. Mr. and Mrs. Mojela, you already started with the NutriPlan Organic Plus fertilizer. So continue, show a good result, share in the WhatsApp group. So even tomorrow we are going to have another session of training or discussion about NutriPlan Organic Plus fertilizer with Professor Zhang. So please attend. I will share the link in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So I think, Madam Rainey, thank you for your support. Today, I'm just speechless. This is showing that a beautiful couple, they can be a very successful if they really, in Greenworld, if they do the business with love and they support each other. And today we have seen Mr. and Mrs. Mojela. I can promise you next year, 2-star manager, 3-star manager you will sit there very soon. Okay. So I'll see you at the top. Once again, thank you, Neronins, Madam Rainey. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget tomorrow to join the discussion on NutriPlan Organic Plus Fertilizer with Professor Zhang from America. Stay tuned. Check your WhatsApp group. I will send the link and the time. So I think we can close our training tonight. We can unmute ourselves and then we can say thank you and bye-bye to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs.
Bye.
Mojela. Thank you, Madam
Thank you.
Nernes.
Bye-bye.
Moyo. Thank you, Mr.
so
Budiman. Thank
much.
you.
That was awesome.
Thank you, leaders. Thank you. Thank you, Nano.
Thanks, everyone.
See you, leaders.
God bless you all. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Powerful. It was so powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you, leaders. It was amazing.